Welcome everyone, it's Vapors Drakemar. It's time for some more, or at least the first video of the day. And we are going to be going further in both Doom Tower and upgrading champions. Because remember our lovely lady Allure, we're going to try to improve stuff for her. So we're going to start off with Incubus. Now you may ask, why are we starting with this sucker? Well, we're going to start off with this sucker because this sucker is going to turn into our first of a number of rank 5 foods for our next 6 star. And yeah. We're going to be making more 4 stars. We're going to start at the bottom. We have a lot, and I mean a lot of upgraded food. I do know that Feast can instantly do this, but Feast is incredibly difficult to get to the point where I generally just have to level trash champs and turn them into what I need them to be. All right. Going to be leveling up all these 1s, getting them into 2s. Because yeah, this is a fair representation of how much ranking up I have to do to promote. Like, yes, I promoted 1 rank 5 food, but there's a bunch more to go. Yes. So, we are going to be condensing down the food into manageable pieces. I'm still trying to hang on to my Outriders, but I think I need to consolidate them. Like, level up 1, and then condense these into him as leveling up his skills. Yes. So, yeah, we're going to want to condense down. Because in the end, I'm trying to condense the whole lot of champions I have into a much more compact and convenient space, if you will. Specifically, I want to try to rank 6 another champion, which sounds easy on paper. But the reality is significantly harder. The main thing I'm trying to do here is trying to buff the upper echelon, adding Allure here to the upper echelon of the champion bracket. Because yeah, Because there's a lot that goes into 6-starring a character. A lot. Even if we get rid of all those, but yeah. So now that we did that, we can look for some new ones. I'll take it. It's not like amazing, but I'll take 400k silver. So yeah, we're going to be continuing to level these. We're actually just going to be focusing on the food aspect to buff up Allure. Because I'm going to need that, and then I'm going to need to start... Because I need to make the bases and then start to develop the minor food into that. Yeah. In the last episode, we climbed up Doom Tower and went into some really crazy places. But yeah, I am planning on aiding Allure. Because Allure has a lot of uses in advanced content. She is an MVP in a lot of content. So that's why I'm trying to prepare ingredients specifically for her use. She will be one of my greatest ever additions to my demon spawn party. There we go. We're looking for Valeries along here as well. We might be developing a Valerie soon. But before we develop a Valerie, I want to try to aim for other stuff.
Do you need any expansion?
Well, I'm expanding my 6-star collection. Trying to, at least. It's not the easiest thing in the world. I'm trying to make to show some of the progress of it. I'm not showing all of it, not by an absolute long shot, but fighting these fighting the Bannerlords. Looking for Valeries while I'm at it. Yeah, I've yet to develop a Valerie. In fact, I've yet to focus anything on the Bannerlords almost at all. Almost all of my focus has been on Demon Spawn and Dark Elves. And lately, with Allure, it's been... Allure and Madame Ceres has been more Dark Elves and Demon Spawn. I know it sounds nuts, but it's the reality of it. That is the reality. So yeah, we're going to because we got to get her to 50 before I can do the process. of making her 6-star. The disadvantage of making all those 5 stars for Clan v Clan was the fact the majority of those are champions I want to keep. So that was part of the problem. Because in the end of the day, I need to create champions that I don't want to keep and have those as the food. He will need to evolve. We can always get another hound spawn. Remember that. We can always get another one of those. And we probably will end up doing it anyway because I'll be having to level yet more food in order to do this. Of course, we're probably going to actually just be sacrificing the other Diabolist because we can get more Diabolists. We can get more Diabolists, but the trouble here is I've got to find a Skullsworn and throw it in the vault. And I'll explain later why. Actually, I'll also be throwing some Valeries in the vault. Or at least a Valerie in the vault. And later I will explain why I'm throwing a Valerie and a Skullsworn specifically into the vault. Because they all have a specific purpose. Because the dungeons I'm going to are also for a fusion. For a very powerful champion. A champion far more powerful than Vlad Nightborn. But this champion is still a legendary champion. Now, the main problem we have on fusing it here is that I do not have a penitent. If I had a penitent, which is a trash champ, unfortunately, I'd have to get her by pulling shards and stuff. Until I get a penitent, the other one, it's a raider. I need a raider. Here we have 2 raider dupes, but I have no penitent. It's hard to believe to say that I'd want a penitent because nobody in their right mind would usually want that champion unless they realize where that champion goes. And then it becomes obvious. Now, Valerie copies are also good for booking up Valerie. If you're trying to make a copy, like if you're trying to develop a Valerie as a regular champion, I'm not doing that right this second. I will be doing that soon, but not straight away. There we go. This gear is rubbish. I'm still going to be going back here until I find another Skullsworn. That's the reality of the matter. Same with the Gore Mask. Fighting these lizards out. There we go. I'm going to fight some Fushan. Because here we're doing a very selective tour of campaign. We're not doing your standard tour. It's going to be a selective tour. For very selective areas. Now, Fushan's nice, and he's a really powerful champion. But he is not you have to pull him by chance. The one I'm trying to do is a guaranteed fusion if you get the materials. I also don't know if I have a rock tooth, so I may have to start marauding for a rock tooth as well. In the meantime, we're shoving in the raw materials to make the next food for her, because she's going to reach 50 soon. So when Allure reaches 50, in order for her to reach 6-star, she is going to need more food. And that's the gospel truth about it. She's going to need more to ascend to the likes of everyone else. And we'll just do this. Because I'm still looking for that gore mask. I'm looking for him. He's hiding in the weeds. Maybe behind that barrel. Maybe he's hiding inside that weird anime that I've been watching, trying to learn about it. Maybe he's hiding inside that guy's boot. I don't know. He's hiding somewhere. There's gore mask. Now, I'm going to check whether I need Diabolist straight away, and I probably don't, because it's more important that I show that I'm dedicated to trying to get another champion 6-star. And some poison. Okay, now Gore Mask, although we did reach level 30. But yeah, a lot of food is consumed to make one rank 5 food. A lot of food is consumed. A lot of food and resources. Because most food, unless you're a whale, does not come in the form of rank 4s. It comes in the form of rank 3s, rank 2s, and rank 1s. And almost all of those require significant processing in order to reach the desired rank 5 level. Yes. So, yeah. Going to be continuing to keep going here. And farming up these. Wow. That actually hurt a lot. They hurt. I can tell you one thing, they hurt. So we're going to be fighting off this guy. So I'm going to try to see if the game will give me a gore mask. Trying to remember what other champions. Oh yes, a rock tooth. All right. They want it that way. All right. So we've done enough of that for now. I will be continuing to hunt and show you that later as the situation evolves. So, in the last episode,
I have 3 left if you want them.
we were climbing up Doom Tower and I found it a little bit wearing. We are going to be continuing to climb. This is higher than I've ever been on this rotation before. There we go. That true fear is keeping him in check. Go for this Phoenix. Because, again, I do not like the idea that Phoenix is not being controlled. Ow.
We could try buying at the same time.
Was hoping to fear him. It's very hard to keep a Kale alive once they get going. I'm attacking the Sir Nick for a reason. You're like, why? Sir Nick is a pain. That's why. No, wrong one. We're going to want to get rid of him. We're going to want to wait for them to buff themselves.
It's my beach buddies.
Trying to fear this man in case one of them comes up with a buff. Because the problem I have right now See, once I get the buff, that's when I can start playing with fire. Because she's in her element, Madame Saris, when someone buffs someone. So that's part of the dealio here. At least Kale got to see the end of that. We're going to continue to climb as promised. I will be helping Allure more in the future. I just don't want to do that right now on campaign because it's a bit repetitive. Especially because you've all seen campaign a bunch. And I don't like, I'll do it later, but not all in one video. I want to make some progress on Doom Tower. Because I wasn't making as much progress as I should have been, given what this account was doing, just because of how incredibly tedious it is to actually climb. Killing this Contra. More Contra. Gonna go for Contra again. Gonna go for block buffs. Oh, well, Kale's not going to be doing anything for the rest of this, that's for sure. 'Cause he got block revived. Yep. Probably should have focused the Queen Eva's a bit more. We might still be able to kill him. I'm going to gamble it. And I'm going to gamble it for a reason. I have a reason to suspect they buffed themselves. And if they buff themselves, then I'm thinking that will do me a great service. Okay. Okay, this one seems to call for a more defensive touch. Just a touch. Because I don't think... I think we need some protection from debuffs. like so. I could have gone for Sophia Flame Tongue, but we'll try this combo first.
Thank you, but I don't have the timer.
Okay, first things first. We're focusing down the Queen Evas because they have block revive. And there is no countering block revive perfectly. I'm going straight for her because I don't need the block revive. Okay, he's too squishy. So we're not even going to include him in here because he's actually too squishy. He's way too squishy. I don't know if I can protect him or not, you see? All right. But yeah, he's too squishy, so I'm just going to put Cynthia in there as a substitute. And then the shield set will do a lot of the other work. Wow. Okay, it's time to chip away at these nut bars that refuse to die. Okay. So we're going to go for this. We go for the burn. We're going to go for the back line, the Evas. Gotta go for the Eva. I'm amazed she could move through all that fear. Like, how the hell did she even do that? Alright. Final gauntlet. Can we pass this? There we go. We got that. We got the block buffs. There we go. We're making some progress. There we go. Now we can get further up. We can put Kale, I think, back in. I might be mistaken, but let's try it anyway. Getting these block buffs on here is going to make this juicy. Wow. Man, how do they cleanse that? Anyway, we're going to fight this Yaga. Can't imagine why you would develop a Yaga this much. But sure, game. What? She does that much damage? The hell is that? Okay, Captain Tamelia. Gonna save that other spell for when they buff themselves. Because I know they're gonna buff themselves. Called it. I called it. Told you they're gonna buff themselves. Yeah, best to keep the buffs going. The debuffs. Man, they are tanky. Really tanky. Look how tanky these waves are. Gotta wait until they buff themselves for them to have maximum effect. See, by waiting, I give those anti-buffs maximum effect. And then I make it worse by removing the thing. I'm gonna go for that. Alright, we got some glyphs. Ooh, lots of force affinity. Ooh. Yeah. We're definitely going to have to do some different strategies here. Most definitely. Yeah. The amount of magic affinity we have definitely doesn't help. Matters. Yes. Okay. Let's target the Mashald. First, let's get up all our block buffs and stuff. Let's go for the Mashald. We're going to want to go for the Wolf. Just trying to figure out how to beat the... See, the thing is, I've never actually been this high before on this floor, if you want to watch. This is the very first time I've ever actually gotten this far on the Celestial Griffin rotation. Because the Celestial Griffin rotation is literally that difficult. Like, it's just a fact. The Celestial Griffin rotation is literally that awful. Damn. Man, this guy is so tanky. Okay, thank God there isn't more of them. Jeez. I would have lost it if you told me there was more of those nut bars. Wow. Talk about nasty. Okay, I didn't know the other guy did that. So I'm going to go plan accordingly. I'm going to make this a little bit different next time. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to go attend to that later. This is getting to be very rough. And what's even more rough is the fact I didn't level all those champions for that floor. Another 4 floors to go before floor 60, and I have to figure out what's on there. My personal best is floor 86 on the first account. That is my personal best. I have never beaten that. Let's see if this rotation or some other rotation I'll manage to finally beat that. I had to play that differently because, again, I'm not very familiar with those champions.